Hello, hello, everybody. Hey. Okay, good. You can't hear me. Just pulling up my. So close to 100. Caleb hit 99 today. So excited. Hi, 4. I know, I'm so close to it. Okay, can switch over. Lads, and look at this amazing pose that Leighton made for me. She did that for me. That's exactly what I. Of course, it's not exactly the outfits I wanted, but. Oh man. I always forget that you can't change it. Still looks really good. I know. Might have to. I want to change their clothes and see what it looks like. Oh, I forget it saves it with the outfits. Shoot. Oh well. I still like it. I'll have to come back and play it. Looks so good though. Maybe if you manifest hard enough. Yes. Of course, he decided to dress up basic. I'll have to play around with it a bit and get the outfits I want, but so good. I know. He loves that PJ outfit for me. Sometimes he's nice though. You know that one that he's wearing in the new Promise? The spy outfit with all the straps and the black leather. He actually showed up in it for me. And I was so happy. I told him it looks amazing. It's actually been popping up more. So I think we ended on Visitation, Failed Sanctuary. Check real quick before I put us in there. I cannot remember. Is this a little better? Hi, Ref. I was trying to mess with my audio stuff earlier today, so probably why it sounds a little messed up. Sorry. Is it still cutting out though? Okay. That's better then. Okay, yes, so it is Veiled Sanctuary. Just wanted to make sure before I got stuck in something. Okay. Well, I was looking away from my mic, so that's probably why. Sorry. If I turn away from my mic, it doesn't catch me as well. I still have to mess with my audio settings with it. Cool mist rises slowly from the lawn, leaving only a shadowy outline of the hospital wing's streamlined white architecture. I squeeze the dog plushie named Lucia. I'm genuinely puzzled about what Mia's intent is. Yeah, sometimes it sounds different on a recording versus streaming, and it bugs the tar out of me. Not to mention my voice, trying to get the gate for it just right, but also cutting out all the other background stuff can leave it a little messed up and does cut out a bit, so it sucks. Is this just a gift?
Have you made any progress?
Same. Zane sits down next to me. He gives me a cup that's filled with a drink. I don't know what it is, though. Is this milk tea a health drink, not a Heath drink? Well, a chocolate drink would be nice. Or a fruit slushie.
Warm water.
Okay, I thought this the first time I watched this. And I think this is honestly one of the worst things somebody has offered me. I do not like drinking warm water. Warm tea, sure, but just water? Why? It's horrible. Give me some cold water at least. The moo is necessary, of course. Yeah, I'd rather have tea. Just give me some tea. Warm water just seems sad. He calmly looks over before lowering his head, then he gently squeezes the dog plushie's cheek. As usual, he delivers his dry humor with a straight face.
Furrowed brows, pursed lips, and a scrunched up face. All symptoms of severe dehydration.
There's no way my face is... I quickly relax my expression, but my brows furrow again upon seeing Lucia.
Mia clung to this plushie from the site of the explosion to the medical center.
Is the game audio okay? Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet.
Now it's with you. What did she say?
Okay, good. I said I'd help her find her brother.
Kevi?
Or Kevi. Zane pauses, his thoughts drifting for a moment before he shifts slightly. His tone becomes more solemn.
Something or someone must be behind his disappearance. However, by getting involved, you'll have to confront people who are also searching for him.
I know. While the Far Space Fleet dealt with the culprit behind the explosion, the whole thing feels too similar to what happened to me. I'm not sure, but Ever must be involved somehow. Kevi also must have something they're after, or there's a secret they're desperate to keep hidden.
The closer you are to the truth, the closer you are to danger. If you truly thought this through.
No, he's worried for me. I mean, technically I could say this is my job, but I'm technically on leave right now. I can't say that. Once they make their move, there will be a second time, and then a third. Can't just stand there and watch the same tragedy repeat itself with these two.
Aside from Ever, there's another curious matter. I studied in Skyhaven and worked at Willow Medical Center for a while. As a result, I'm familiar with the general atmosphere of this place. But I've noticed how different it is from what I remember.
What are you trying to say?
The fleet. Back then, the fleet wielded a considerable amount of influence beneath a modest facade. They spent most of their time carrying out exploration missions in the Deepspace tunnel. A majority of the people who worked here for 7 to 8 years had never seen what their vessels looked like. This sort of large-scale operation where their forces have been deployed on the ground is unprecedented.
It is strange. Yeah, it is strange. It's also something that wouldn't be noticeable unless you lived in Skyhaven for several years. Captain Jenna mentioned this before I left Lincoln. The fleet's response to the explosion is different from what they've done in the past. I'll keep a close eye on this situation, but for now, I need to find Kevi as soon as possible. He's been missing for a while now and could be in danger. Zane nods and looks up at the dark clouds in the sky.
Did you find any leads?
It's been a week since the explosion. Fleet must have searched through every nook and cranny of the explosion site and the surrounding area. If they can't find him, Kevi must have either been taken away by someone or hiding even in an even more secluded place. While the latter seems unlikely, I look at Lucia's big, wide eyes. Did Mia give me a clue?
Let me take a look.
I feel so bad about Mia, man. It's horrible what happens to her later. I give Lucia to Zane. He scrutinizes it for a moment before tugging its charred tail. There's a burst of static before a voice crackles from the plushie.
Where are you hiding? I'm done playing.
Mia, you're so silly. I'm in our secret base.
But we said not to hide in the secret base. You're cheating.
Noticing my surprised gaze, Zane places Lucia back onto my lap and strokes its head.
I've seen similar toys with sick children.
I knew it was a smart move to turn to a doctor. I carefully pull Lucia's tail and listen to the conversation again. Then I realized something. Maybe Kevi hasn't been taken away. He might be hiding. Is this secret base his hiding place? I turn back to look at Zane and speak.
Don't. I'm tired of hearing that.
Really? I can't even say thank you. All right. I'll buy you dessert, because I know you love dessert. When we're back in Lincoln, I'll buy you the latest item on Maltosio's dessert menu. I suddenly recall how Zane had several consecutive days off of returning from Chancia. It's something he rarely does. You've already used up some of your vacation time. Will you be busy later? I can get the dessert to go and give it to you at the hospital instead.
This is the first time I've heard of someone inviting another out for dinner by using a complaint.
I mean, she's trying to accommodate you, Zane, so she's offering you something you like as thanks, and she's going out of her way to get it to you, so just take it for what it is. Take the niceness. I'm afraid I'll bother you when you're busy. Zane slowly leans back, studies me for a moment, and then reaches for the cup of warm water. His expression remains indiscernible.
I suppose what you need isn't water, but something that's more than lukewarm.
Noticing my confusion, Zane slightly tilts his head and responds with a smile that carries amusement and resignation.
We both have to deal with challenges, one after another. If we want to see each other, then there will be moments like this where we can sit together, no matter how hectic things get.
Oh. Zane, you're so sweet. So sweet. He lifts Lucia's head and the plushie stares at me with its dewy black eyes.
Once you help Mia, take some time to think about what you'd like to eat with me.
Oh. He's so pretty. Ugh, now we have to go on to the... this is the homecoming wings section. And I still think it's a crime that they had Zane and Caleb in the same vicinity, and they didn't cross paths. They didn't say anything about each other, and we don't get to see them interact at all. It's not fair, Infold. Why would you do that? Now we gotta go on to the more depressing stuff. Following the explosion, the Farspace fleet uses Wanderers as their reason for sealing off the area and evacuating all residents within a 2-kilometer radius. I know, but the thing about Death and Rebirth, Ref, is that their stories were quite separate. They happened in the same chapter, but they weren't happening in the same vicinity. But here, Zane is very closely working with the fleet in dealing with Mia because he's on her team. So that means he's in close contact with that. And it was Caleb is the colonel taking care of a lot of this stuff. So that was a very interesting choice to have him be a part of it and working with us so closely on it. And not have any sort of mention of the new colonel or any sort of interaction. Not even a mention of, hey, you know what was strange? I could have sworn I saw someone who looked like Caleb, but I must be crazy, right? Something. Or even give Caleb a little jealous moment with Zane, you know? Like, I saw you went to the hospital and you talked with Zane. How did that go? Something. Maybe the week-long search has led them to believe Kevi is no longer in this neighborhood. No fleet soldiers are stationed here tonight. The charred ground reveals several sets of footprints, all disorderly. Many have passed through this place. Heavy. As I enter a backyard, I see a scorched wing and a slide that's been reduced to a metal frame. I pause before carefully tugging Lucia's tail. If Kevy is still around, he might hear this. After a few moments, I notice a faint sobbing. Suddenly, a familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air. Behind the shrubs, a Terran reality, around a half a meter wide, materializes. A timid little boy emerges. He's hesitating. Realizing I'm not his sister, he tries to run away, but I quickly call out to him. Wait, Mia sent me. The boy freezes. He turns around, but his head is still lowered. He's unwilling to meet my gaze.
You shouldn't come any closer. Don't look at my face.
Oh, poor baby.
Have I become a monster?
Granulated crystals seem to be growing around his eye sockets, almost engulfing his whole face. A few months ago, I saw this sort of phenomenon in the N109 zone with those monsters in Enchantia City. Maintaining my composure, I touch the crystals on his face. A sharp pain shoots through my palm, but the growth stops. Just as I thought. I've seen this before. You're not a monster. You're just ill, and you need to get treated as soon as possible. She's recovering in the medical center, and after the surgery was over, there haven't been any problems. I take Kevy's hand and wipe away his tears. Right now, she's worried about you, Kevy. Can you tell me what happened on the day of the explosion? How did you manage to stay hidden? The secret base you have with Mia... Comforted by my words, he stops sobbing. Slowly, he withdraws his hand and reveals something to me. In the center of his palm is a tiny crystal fragment. This is... A familiar energy reverberates in my heart, and I slowly exhale. It's a lost spatium core fragment that we've been looking for.
When the explosion happened, Mia and I were playing hide and seek. I was in our secret base while she was outside. She couldn't find me. I was hiding for a couple of minutes. Then I heard a loud bang and blacked out. I was protected by this thing that Mom and Dad left.
Kevy looks down at his palm. The protocore fragment emits a gentle, soft glow. Your parents left this?
Yeah, they also said I need to take care of Mia. And that I shouldn't be found and use this to hide whenever I'm in danger.
So this fragment can create a space, the secret base that you and Mia talked about? Lowering his head, he nods.
After the explosion, I slept for a long time. And when I woke up, I wanted to find Mia, but there were people outside looking for me.
Who were they?
I don't know, but they were dressed like Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad said that when they're not around, I shouldn't trust those people or go with them. I can't trust anyone.
This must mean Kevy's parents knew there were people in the fleet who wanted to harm them. I bet other groups are also involved. At this point, letting the fleet find Kevy might not be for the best. I touch the black crystals on Kevy's face. He slightly flinches from the pain. But even if we only consider his health, Kevy can't stay here anymore. Hi, Susie. Maybe having him leave Skyhaven temporarily is the only way to ensure his safety right now. In that case, the Hunters Association, which has been kept out of these events since the beginning, will be a reliable safe haven. I know you're in danger and that you really want to see Mia now, but you need to keep this fragment safe and hold on for one more day. I'll make the necessary arrangements and return to you as soon as I can. Kevy is quiet for a moment, then he pats Lucia's head and nods.
Can you tell Mia something for me? I'm okay. Tell her not to worry.
Hmm. Ugh. All the parallels with Caleb and MC's story is just so heartbreaking. After leaving the area that's under lockdown, I call Zane. Zane!
Don't rush. Speak slowly. Did you find Kevy?
When his voice comes through the phone, it's almost as if a warm hand is soothing my troubled mind. Oh. I love that his name is just Popsicle up there in the corner. I'm sorry, Zane. I just found it funny. Yes, he has a spatium core fragment. He's been using its power to hide himself. He's also infected with something that involves those black crystals, but his condition seems slightly better than what we saw at that patient at Chancia Hospital. In Chancia Hospital, Zane and I arrived at a preliminary conclusion. The ether core's power doesn't cause transformations like this. Someone is responsible for creating this crystal-related disease. Yeah, we know who it is. I mean, we kind of knew at this point, but it really confirmed it for us in Death and Reap. I hate Ever. God, I hate Ever. And assuming that's the case, they're deliberately turning people into monsters. After I reveal this conclusion we never really discussed before, the other end of the line is silent for a few minutes.
A few years ago, I witnessed something similar. That person was my friend.
Yeah, I heard about that. Recalling my conversation with Zane in the Arctic, a guess forms in my mind. Was it the one who died in Mount Eternal? It couldn't be because...
Yes. After that incident, we learned that under extremely special circumstances, when Wanderers strike, their attacks cause energy crystals to grow in the afflicted area. They corrode the human body and grow a sort of shell over it. Once that happens, the victims can lose their sanity within seconds and uncontrollably lash out at anyone around them.
Some of the vague relationships between a few things become clearer. Zane's secret research, the small animals at Dr. Noah's home. Your research with Dr. Noah in the Arctic involves this, right?
It does. Based on your description, Kevy's transformation hasn't truly started. But it's hard to say if we should delay our attempts to treat it.
I have a feeling that if he stays in Skyhaven, something unpredictable and grave will happen. Yup.
I'll find a way to transfer him to Oxo Hospital and ask Dr. Noah to come back.
I was just about to ask that. When can you pick up Kevy?
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
And all the other stuff happens instead. Then I'll bring Kevy to you at that time.
There's one more thing. A
We'll
necessary
try.
reminder, so to speak.
He pauses before lowering his voice.
Since Kevy has an ether core fragment, it's possible Ever will keep looking for him. When caring for others, you must be mindful of your own safety.
Sure. Before coming here, I thought I had grown stronger. I thought I'd be capable enough to handle the challenges that awaited. But I didn't expect them to become even more difficult. Fortunately, I've never had to face them alone.
Perhaps I'm also doing this for myself.
After the call ends, my beating heart finally begins to calm down. I look up at the moonlight hidden beneath the dark clouds. The night is still, with no wind or rain. The stars shine brightly. I suddenly wonder, is Zane also looking at the same night sky right now? Such a romantic statement. I gotta throw some stuff in for the girls who love Zane, too. Oh no, is this the scene with Viper? And this scene is so good. The lieutenant's appearance at the medical center today means the fleet is keeping Mia under close surveillance. I need to avoid them if I want to bring Kevy there. Which means I need to keep this from Caleb somehow. Of course, that's really what caused a lot of these problems, is just that Caleb's trying to keep her safe, doesn't want her to know information, to keep her out of it, so she doesn't get taken by Ever. She's trying to keep him out of this. She doesn't want to involve him either. They're both trying to keep each other safe, and it ends up just imploding on both of them. During my trip back to the station on the floating island, the previously peaceful sky suddenly becomes dark and gloomy. Thunder roars in the distance. It might start raining again. My phone has several unread texts from Caleb. Oh! Uh-huh. Where are you? When will you be back? Wait, no! Let me go back. Really? Ah! It didn't let me read them fast enough. Lame. I was just looking at the fact that his picture is us in wedding gear and his sky. It does not fit the main story vibe at all. That's well. I hate that it went by so fast. As I scroll through them, the fact that Caleb is truly back sinks in.
Everyone's on edge because of the explosion in the Cascade District.
The Deepspace tunnel's been acting up again, and more wanderers are showing up in Skyhaven.
I send over my location's coordinates, and then it starts to drizzle. I join the crowd under the overpass. The atmosphere grows heavy with an eerie chill. A figure clad in black, half their face concealed by a high collar, appears. Oh, here he is. Her greenish-gray hair is loosely tied.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. But they don't move. Something's off, so I move to the side. Can I help you?
Yeah, you can.
Of course. It's not a Caleb story without an explosion. All of a sudden, there's a small explosion nearby. The scorching heat throws me back a few meters.
It's a wonder!
Run!
I steady myself, covering my nose and mouth with one hand and waving the smoke away with the other. The stranger's still there. He pulls his collar down to reveal his face. With a forked tongue and white-slit pupils, he grins mysteriously as if this would happen.
Has anyone warned you that a unique hunter like yourself could get into some real trouble around these parts?
He moves like a grayish-green serpent. His fingers change into blades as I swipe past my cheek. I barely manage to sidestep him. He attacks again, aiming for my throat this time. He's tough and quick. I instinctively lean back and narrowly avoid the silver blades. I pistol whip him, the gun landing a decisive blow on his head. Hearing that satisfying sound, I know I did a good job. I turn around. That's so funny. She doesn't try to shoot him, she just tries to bonk him with her gun. From the broken remains, wire and metal bits burst out along with a bunch of tiny bolts.
You're annoying. I can't hear anything now.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that the last time that I watched this, because I think the last time I watched this, I watched it on my phone, and now I can see it on an iPad, and his little sprite has pieces of his synthetic look out of place now. I didn't notice that before. The man touches the broken part of his ear before tossing the short-circuiting implant into the drain.
If I take the ether core from you, I can trade it in for an ear with some nice bass.
But you're too late, babe. My boyfriend's here. The scattered electrical equipment is sucked into a metaflex surge as it spreads several strange-looking monsters.
Oh well, let them have some fun.
Is this some kind of transformation? My hand moves behind my waist. Amidst the dirt and rain, a bright red flash materializes. A wanderer that is lunged forward is sent back, flying back several meters. Would detect it was an apple? Having found his mark, the apple continues on in its gravity-defying trajectory. I turn my head. You know, I wonder about that, Erica. I mean, did Caleb already have a tracker on us at this point? Who knows? I know it's a thing that your phones are able to track each other, so maybe he just used that. My boyfriend's back and we're gonna get in trouble. Hi, Boston. I think that's just how the song goes, right? I don't know it very well. But that's what I thought of. Cradling his phone between his ear and shoulder. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how nonchalant he is. He's just there holding his groceries with his phone between his shoulder and ear, and he's tossing the apple like he's just walking along the street, not even bothered. Caleb grabs an apple from the paper bag he's throwing. He throws it up and catches it in his right hand.
The supermarket wasn't having a sale on produce today, and my bullets aren't exactly cheap.
Caleb. I raise my gun and swiftly position myself beside him. I keep an eye on the wanderers approaching us.
This isn't a game. I won't let you charge in alone.
Nah. The couple that fights together stays together. Well, fights beside each other stays together. Don't underestimate me. I can pull my weight in a battle just like you know. Ugh, that serious face. I missed that. I really hope that his next promise card, because it looks like some sort of mission that we get to see him really serious and actually be in battle with people. I am so ready for that. Blindfold. Bang. The last wanderer is flattened by an unseen force and scatters debris in all directions. Hi, Boston. I'm so glad you could make it. Caleb. Oh, that was way too high. Caleb. My voice cracked there. Muddy water is everywhere, but Caleb seems unfazed as he brushes aside the damp strands of my hair.
Are you hurt?
I'm good, but that person is getting away. Caleb holds out his hand, his fingers slightly extended. A barrage of stone shards chase after the fleeing figure, cloaked in a dark grayish green.
Eat some fruit. I'll be right back.
Really? A paper bag lands in my hands. Before I can respond, Caleb vaults over the railing and disappears. It's so hot. I can't help it. How did Caleb get here so quickly? You know, this is the right question to ask.
Perfect vessel, my ass. It doesn't even look as good as us unfinished products. Damn it!
Sharp shards pierce through half of Viper's face, and before he can even cry out in anger, a kick knocks the wind out of him. A powerful force slams him into the ground, which instantly destroys the other half of his face.
I see it's shedding season again, Viper.
Bastard! I'll kill you!
Caleb increases the weight. Immediately, the crisp sound of something cracking reverberates. Those invisible restraints are like iron that even make Viper's knees crack.
You... Stop it!
A white prosthetic eye floats in Caleb's hand and is crushed in an instant. Oh yes, Boston, he just randomly stumbled upon him. Wink, wink.
Who gave you the right to approach her?
Okay, do I have that saved? No, I don't. That is a crime. Ugh. Okay, just one more time, okay?
Who gave you the right to approach her?
The professor said it's not time to go after her yet. I was just playing around with her.
It feels as if a swamp is slowly squeezing the air out of his lungs, making it difficult to breathe.
There are less than 72 hours before the final cleanup. I'm just reminding you that. If you can't retrieve the protocore fragments, you're done for.
Okay. That noise was a little different. Oh my goodness. Who was it who posted the meme in the Discord earlier? It was for the Caleb girls. And it was something along the lines. When you see Caleb's dialogue pop up and it's just 3 dots, you know the most inhuman noises are gonna come out of this man. It's true.
Which hand did you touch her with? This one?
Lord have mercy.
Which hand did you touch her with? This one?
Okay, I won't linger too much, but so good. Okay, you guys are calling me out, okay? I am a proud Caleb girl. I can't help it. He's unfazed by the threat. Click. Viper's left hand is twisted and he almost passes out from the pain.
You need to protect her. It's a... Wouldn't you
What?
say you're...
Sorry.
Wouldn't you say you're...
No, this one.
You need to protect her. It's a bit much. Overprotectiveness borders obsession.
Sorry, I messed that up. Oops. But Viper's calling Caleb out just a bit here. Obsession. Yeah. Raindrops are suddenly suspended in the air. They're like countless silver needles that are ready to pierce him at any moment. This is such a cool aspect of Caleb's power because he has the ability to stop weather like that. He's so powerful that he can just sit there and suspend his power out that far. Who knows how far out that can reach? It's so cool. His power, if he's really creative with it, he can really push the limits of how powerful he can be, the more creative he is. I remember in one of the fan fiction I wrote, he and Silas were working together to kill someone and make it seem like an accident and make it seem like they had done it to themselves. And they were having him walk off the edge of the building, and Caleb applied his power on his body and made him fall to the ground faster just so that he would die for sure. And there's so many different things you can do with his power. It's so interesting. He can't even laugh. Caleb crouches down, meeting Viper's gaze. He slightly smiles.
Lay a hand on her again, and I will kill you.
Well, you guys know what I'm doing again. Well, oh, I already had that one starred, so... Psh. I don't know why I didn't star the other ones. Yep. Okay. We already know about those parts of his power rep. I mean, those are the fun parts. You know? That does bring an interesting point, because air pressure has a lot to do with weather. So when he's having some more intense emotions, although the chip will kind of cut that out for him if they're too hard, but he does have the gravity evol, and during high emotions, if he's instinctively increasing the air pressure, more air pressure causes rain. That's what causes rain to drop. So that is an interesting point, Boston. Thank you. Yes, Caleb is making MC artwork on the wall. She is the artwork that he pins onto the wall. Unable to find Caleb, I have no choice but to retreat to the overpass. The soaked part of the paper bag I'm holding leaves a chaotic pattern on my hand. It almost resembles a winding labyrinth. That person knew I had an ether core. Is he an assassin sent by Ever? But he wasn't planning to kill me. It seemed like he was testing his prey.
Why are you standing here in the rain?
Where did you get the umbrella? An umbrella shields me as Caleb reappears. He frowns as he wipes away the water from my face. You know, I bet after he finished beating up Viper, he looks around for a convenience store and is like, now where can I find an umbrella before I go back? Caleb, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I lost track of him.
Yeah. Liar. Having checked Caleb's hand over and over again, my anxiety only dissipates when I confirm he's unharmed. My science knowledge. Yeah. I trained to be a nurse midwife for so many years, and so I had to take things like science, biology, chemistry, and all of that, so once I learn something, it kind of just sticks into my brain. Yes, he is our moody Gege. It's okay. I got some of the parts he dropped. I'll take them back to data analysis. Hopefully there'll be something to learn.
We'll talk about it later. Let's go home.
I love that he always refers whatever place we're in together as home. What boggles your mind, Erica? He takes off his coat and drapes it over my head. With his arm around my shoulder, his warmth quickly envelops me.
Give me a heads up next time you go out. I can't help but worry about you when you're all alone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, Erica. Uh-huh. That's just a nicer way of saying, I want to know where you are. Just tell me. I know anywhere she is home. That reminds me of that song. Oh my goodness. From Lion King 2, where Kovu and Kira meet in the field. And the song says, anywhere you are, I'm home. If you are there beside me. It's like, oh, that's them. Upon returning home, Caleb ushers me into the bathroom. I'm wrapped in the hot water's warmth. After getting out of the shower, I put on a soft loungewear, strange chill having faded away. In the living room, I scan the parts and upload the data to my watch. A steaming bowl of ginger soup appears on the coffee table.
You didn't dry your hair. Again.
Mm-hmm. Freshened up, Caleb brings over a towel. He sits down on the couch and pats the spot next to him.
Come here.
Oh, I just know she did that because she wanted to feel like how she did back then with him. Feeling of closeness and home. I saw this really sad story about MC feeling really sad and having to learn to dry her hair properly because Caleb always did it for her before. Sad. I comply and hold the bowl of soup while Caleb towel dries my hair. It's very soothing, and I can't help but narrow my eyes. It's been a while since I received your service like this.
Oh, so you know it's a service. And that's why you always plop onto the bed to play with your phone while your hair's still wet.
I mean, I don't see you complaining. It's because I know you'll help me.
Okay, Pipsqueak.
I find it really interesting that he has not called us Pipsqueak in any of his limited cards since we actually got into a relationship with him. That's very interesting. Through the towel, something taps my head. It's not too gentle or too rough. Though, don't you think you've gotten better at drying hair?
Have I? I moved out to live in the college dorms. Then I moved again for the DAA after graduating. Looking back, it's been forever since I was really home. That means it's also been a long time since I helped you dry your hair.
He tilts my chin before using his fingers to comb through the disheveled strands. Oh. There's no rush. We have more than enough time together.
Yep.
With a promise made, a new thought crosses my mind. What about the Deepspace Aviation Administration? Do they know you've joined the Farspace Fleet? What about your comrade in arms? Like Gideon.
They don't know. And they won't. It wouldn't be smart to have too many people in on this. They aren't required to know everything about me anyway.
My phone screen suddenly lights up. I see a news alert about the explosion in Cascade District. All right, Kevy. He removes the towel from my head and walks to the bedroom.
I'll grab the hairdryer. Give me a sec.
Wait! Aware of the warnings Kevy's parents gave and the fleet's close surveillance of the siblings, I realize things are in a more sinister light. Is it possible Caleb knows something about this? The amount of time it took her to come to that. I mean, I don't want to doubt him, but I do know he's being very suspicious at this time. So are Kevy's parents important? The fleet has used a considerable amount of resources to deal with the explosion incident and their search for Kevy. Is it because Kevy's parents are important to them?
The perpetrator and victims are fleet personnel. That means the fleet must take full responsibility and provide answers to the public.
You just see him slip into Colonel mode at that time. Then what will the fleet do if they can't find Kevy? To reassure me, Caleb gently pats my head. His voice softens.
Don't worry. They will find him.
I love how he turns away from us and looks back at us. Like he's like, yep. I know what you're looking at. Okay, Caleb. Call me out like that. Okay, but now that we've had that conversation about his evil affecting weather, now I can think of him as Peppa from That's All I See Now. That's kind of funny. As I watch Caleb walk away, a sense of guilt creeps over me like an evening mist. Alright, almost done with the first chapter. When I wake up the next day, my head feels foggy and my throat is itchy. Maybe it's because I got caught in the rain yesterday. I hate this trope. I hate this trope so much. I understand that she's been through a lot. It's been very stressful for her. She lost somebody and has been on the go, run, ever since Caleb died, trying to figure stuff out. But I really hate the trope of people getting wet in the rain and then becoming sick the next day. I could see it maybe her saying it's all my stress catching up with me, and then the relief of Caleb finally being back, that all the stress just kind of went away at once and now my body relaxes and it feels sick. Because that's a thing. But I hate the trope of people getting caught in the rain and then getting super sick. What are these for? As soon as I stop in the living room, I stop in my tracks. Boxes of various sizes that weren't there before are now here. Caleb rolls up his sleeves. He sits down on the floor and pieces something together from the scattered parts around. It's not just K-drama, it's just an Asian sort of belief in general. In Japan, in China, in Korea, Vietnam, they all have this thing where they think that if you are caught out in the rain, like if you are in the rain without some sort of umbrella full time and you get wet just a little bit, you have this big chance to get deathly ill. I think they also believe that you can die if you leave a fan on at night. Like, I used to walk home in the rain every day from school. Pouring rain, and sometimes all I had was a jacket, and I never got sick.
This place has been empty for too long, so I bought some stuff. Take a look. Do you need anything else?
Oh, he's such a provider, man. Does whatever he can to make her feel better. It's okay. I'll only be staying here for a few days. Anyway, I need to go.
Why? You don't plan to visit me anymore?
You just kind of hear how he's trying to make it a joke. No, of course not. I rub my stuffy nose. Content, Caleb smiles, wipes his hands, and gives the assembled robot a pat on the head.
Hello, Master.
I know. I played in the rain all the time. It was great fun. The little robot screen forms a smile as its movements produce a series of clink clanks.
When you're on the bed and glued to your phone, it can bring you snacks and drinks.
I need me one of those. Sure. The warmth in Caleb's smile makes me feel even more guilty. I'm sorry. If the fleet is just trying to protect Kevy, then I'll make it up to you once he's safe, I promise. Yeah. I sit next to him and attempt to mask my nervousness with a pleading look. Caleb, I agreed to have dinner and watch a movie with some classmates in Skyhaven tonight. Can you give me a ride? It's not that far. You can take me there since your plane can just zoom. I don't want to actually cough. Eardrum though. Kevy agreed to meet at midnight, but after careful consideration, I decided to head out early to avoid any problems. I made that suggestion to Caleb so he wouldn't overthink things.
You shouldn't go out. I can tell you're coming down with a cold based on your voice alone. Focus on resting today, so you can recover.
Caleb opens another box and busies himself again.
There's a weird energy fluctuation in the Deepspace tunnel. All the Wanderers in Skyhaven are riled up because of it. To ensure everyone's safe, Skyhaven will be under lockdown tonight. We'll be doing a cleanup.
Isn't eliminating Wanderers supposed to be a hunter's job? What kind of threat could possibly warrant a large-scale response from the fleet?
Doesn't matter. Since the fleet is in charge of Skyhaven, safety is our highest priority.
He pauses and looks up.
I won't be around tonight, so don't even think about going out. Got it?
You two just need to talk to each other. Makes such a difference. But it's such a fake cough. This isn't good. I need to get Kevy out of there. Just pretend to give in. Beating Caleb's gaze, I pretend to give in and purposely let out a bit of reproach. Tinge my voice. Fine, I'll stay here. I can't exactly disobey the Colonel's orders, huh?
You also can't lock yourself in your room so that you can sneak out through the window later.
No. Why would I ever do such a thing? I'd never do that. Brat and Brat Tamer. This is in our old house. And even if I did climb out of the window, I wouldn't get very far. Yeah, Skyhaven is outside of the Hunter's jurisdiction anyways, because Captain Jenna told her that before she left. So the fleet takes care of everything about Skyhaven. Of course, they're letting a bunch of crystal zombies roam everywhere. Seemingly uninterested in arguing, he ruffles my hair.
I'll take you to meet your classmates tomorrow.
He responds with a smile. It's the same one I've always seen, but his gaze is a little too cheerful. He's hiding something. Would you climb outside too? That is Caleb's and MC's relationship is. She is kind of a brat. She loves pushing him on things. And he is the brat tamer. He knows her so well. He responds with a smile. It's the same one I've always seen, but his gaze is a little too cheerful. He's hiding something. Caleb, be honest with me. Is the cleanup tonight related to the explosion?
You're overthinking it.
That's not an answer. He looks away and pretends to study the sketch. I grab his chin, forcing him to look at me. Okay. You're lying.
What about you then?
He calmly grabs my right hand and reveals the gun I had put on my waist.
Why do you need a gun at a friendly get-together?
Have you ever just thought that maybe I just do that as part of my job as a hunter? Because I can be called to action at any time. I know, right? I like to imagine that they're both just sitting there on the couch and she's holding him by the chin and he doesn't try to get out of the grasp at all. He just reaches over calmly and grabs the gun and holds it up and she's still holding him. Perfection. I don't know, Caleb lives on a floating island, so you kind of have to have a way off it. And something that was never really discussed was that because he's on his own private floating island, do you have to get there by being in your own personal aircraft or have Caleb take you? Or is there a transit nearby that will drop you nearby? Because it never really explains how MC gets there and gets back and goes other places on her own. Because it never mentions Caleb ferrying her everywhere. So I don't know. I know. So good. It's so good, Ref. That's because I'm worried about encountering a wanderer. His grip on my wrist tightens.
Don't forget about the ether core in your body. You're not a normal hunter.
Who that?
And the whole explosion incident is complicated. One wrong move, and you'll be trapped here forever.
Are you saying that they'll lock me up? Fleet isn't just here to investigate the explosion, right? Are you hiding something? In the tense silence, the small auto is oblivious as it continues making noise. After what seems like an eternity, he suddenly lets go.
Sorry. Do you remember what I said? Leave it to me. I won't break my promise to you.
My lips tighten in a thin line, and the increase in body temperature that I've been fighting hits me. I slowly lean back and sink into the sofa. Well, no, I know there's a public transit because it talks about her going to the platforms and whatnot, but when Caleb takes her to his house specifically, it talks about there being a few separate private islands, and that's where his house is a small little island that's separate from Skyhaven itself. And he has the big house that is shaped like an aircraft, and he flies her there. It says that earlier in the main story, but I don't know if there's some sort of public transit that goes to those smaller private islands where there are only residences on, or does she take one of his other personal aircraft and leave herself and come back? Or is he like taxiing her everywhere? That's what I'm wondering.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have upset you.
Caleb kneels. He takes my wrist that he had grasped earlier and massages it with his thumb.
But tonight's operation isn't just a normal patrol. You're unaware of the dangers here.
Then maybe you should tell me. You know what type of girl MC is. If you do not tell her things outright, she's just gonna go and stick her nose in things because she doesn't have all the information. So she's just gonna find out herself. You should know this, Caleb. You've remember something. His earnest gaze follows mine when I try to look away. For some reason, this version of Caleb feels like a stranger. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Boston. Because he says, why didn't you tell me that you left? You know, where are you? So that means that he left home by himself, and then she left. So how does she get around? Does she take a separate aircraft on her own? Or does she take public transit? No. Do you really mean it?
Cross my heart.
Uh-huh. You made a promise to me. Don't forget about it. As the day draws to a close, I still haven't found an opportunity to leave. I hope the round-the-clock shuttle service won't be affected by the cleanup. So that says round-the-clock shuttle service. So is that public transit, or is that like a taxi shuttle that she can come get? Okay, so that answers my question a little bit. Only when my phone gives a no service message do I realize how thorough Skyhaven's lockdown is. And that's crazy that they have access to all of the internet and cell towers too. They can just completely shut down and isolate Skyhaven, which is an insane amount of power. Outside, darkness cloaks the scenery with the trees' shadows. When it's 11 p.m., I hear the faint creak of a door opening outside. After silently counting to 30, I quietly get off the bed and go to the living room. Sneaky. No one's here. Only a single wall lamp illuminates the room, and the furniture shadows are plastered on the house's white walls. I let out a sigh of relief and try to find my gun that Caleb put away.
Looking for something?
This would scare the crap out of me if I think I'm by myself, it's the middle of the night, and all of a sudden someone just talks behind me. I would jump out of my skin. Caleb, you're still here. And looking good. That uniform is very, very nice. Caleb stands behind me, his arms crossed. The light casts irregular patterns on the floor.
I was about to leave.
You were waiting to see if I would get up or not. Go ahead. I'm getting something to drink. Sometimes it is. Some of the moments they have here are so freaky. Like the crystal zombies are terrifying. And yes, the uniform, a man in uniform, is delicious. My husband was a sheriff deputy for I don't remember how long, but oh my goodness. The uniform, and he would carry all of his gear on his belt and the handcuffs, and that's part of why he's so muscular is because he had to do so much training, learn how to take down guys and break up fights in jail. So, and in uniform. Delicious. I know, they are like Nightwalkers. They're terrifying. But the way these people slowly lose their sanity and slowly become zombies, it's just so sad, especially in Death and Rebirth, when that mother is crying over her child and Zane, as Dawnbreaker, just executes them. Oh, you would have smacked him if he scared you like that? I probably would have too. A cup that's filled with water floats over to my side along with 2 white pills.
You were coughing a lot during the day. Did you catch a cold because of yesterday's rain?
Okay, and I want to clear something up here. This is cold medicine. This is probably cold medicine that is meant for nighttime, aka some sort of pill form of NyQuil instead of Dayquil. And NyQuil, if you've taken it, makes you kind of sleepy. So, Caleb might have had the intention of trying to make her a little sleepy, but he was genuinely trying to help her, because she was being kind of dumb and trying to run out in a rainstorm, sick. I truly believe this is just some sort of pill form cold medicine meant for nighttime. I have some of those in my cabinet, my medicine cabinet. It's just a small cough.
Take some meds before you go back to sleep.
His gaze is calm and gentle, showing no signs of discontent. It's as if my pitiful lie fooled him. Do you agree, Boston? I truly don't think that he was trying to quote-unquote drug her. I think it's just some kind of medicine, cold and flu medicine, that is meant for nighttime. Because they will typically use some sort of hexadine in Dayquil, which is meant for daytime, and then in some sort of nighttime medicine like NyQuil, they'll typically use something like dihexadine, which is the one that is a little stronger so that it lasts more through the night while you're sleeping, but also has the unfortunate side effect of making you sleepy, which is why they put it in the night. And they have nighttime and daytime ones, so I think he was just giving her the nighttime one. Okay. I won't let him worry about me tonight, at least. I put the pills in my mouth and wash it down with the water. I've emptied the cup in one go. The ticking of the clock's second hand echoes in the dimly lit room, emphasizing the silence between us and our breaths. But you didn't know that there was daytime and nighttime versions of medicine, Mayu? Oh yeah, I will avoid taking medicine when I'm sick till it's close to nighttime or when I'm close to going to get ready for bed, because if I take the nighttime medicine of those ones that we have in our cabinet, I have a pill version. It will knock me out within 10 minutes. It is so strong, but it genuinely works throughout the whole night. I don't wake up coughing or anything. Without thinking, I avoid his gaze. I hesitate for a moment before heading to the bedroom. Good night.
Good night.
Oh.
Hey. If I kept you here with me like this, would you think I'm being too selfish? But it's only us now. Let's say I had noticed these threats that were lurking around you earlier.
Oof.
Knowing then what I know now, none of this would have happened, right?
That look in his eyes as he goes into fight mode.
Don't worry. This nightmare will come to an end. I promise.
Ugh. So good. Yeah, I don't think Caleb would do anything to harm her. I know they always change. They always change the lighting when that sort of stuff happens. And it's such a good storytelling effect. I can't see Caleb doing anything to hurt MC. He does have this thing about wanting to keep her in a world where it's the two of them, but that's why I love watching all of his cards, his standard cards, and all of his limited ones past that, is just seeing how much he starts letting go of that fear of losing her, that he's not afraid to let her go out. He doesn't have that fear anymore, and he apologizes for those things. He starts opening up more, shares his nightmares, shares his fears, and doing things that are a lot healthier for him and her and their relationship. It's just, I love seeing it. So good. Because yes, I do love yandere characters, but I also like seeing when people who are in that sort of mindset genuinely grow from it and learn how to not be kept in that fear mindset anymore. And that's what we see. You like seeing actual cancer growth? What? Do you think his growth is like cancer? That's sad. Oh. Okay, that was a really unfortunate typo. That was a very unfortunate typo. Wow. Yes, that character growth. So good. And that's why I am excited to go through all of his cards in chronological order as best as I can figure it, just to see that. It's all good. That was a very unfortunate typo. Goodness. All right. So we got a few more to do. We'll see. Oh, and Captive Bird. It's gonna be the exciting one. Oh no. Gotta download this chapter. No, I'm cackling too. That was funny. I'll try not to talk as much. I hope I'm not yapping your guys' ears off by all my commentary, but I want to try and get through a lot more of this. Let's see. People grow like cancer.
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over.
Well, I don't want to commentate too much, and then it's just me talking and not going through all the story like I'm supposed to, so. But thank you.
But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside.
Oh no. It's an explosion flashback.
Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
No, stay where you are, Caleb! Of course. That's so sad. They both have nightmares about that day. Open my eyes only to be greeted by warm sunlight on my face. It casts a dazzling heat. Is that funny? Both chapters that we've done now have to have some sort of explosion with Caleb. As my vision slowly clears, all I see is the snow-white ceiling above. The threats surrounding MC, I would definitely say that it's because of Viper coming to check out what MC is like. Viper wasn't supposed to do that yet, but Caleb thought that he had Ever kind of under control because he had given themselves up to him, let them use him, become their weapon. And he says later, oh, no. It's all right. You can change it if you want. At the very end of Homecoming Wings, when we see that Ever has that meeting with everybody there, he basically tells them that she is not the asset that they think she is, that they don't need her, and that he's the only one that he needs, that they need. And he's trying to protect her, make her seem more useless than she is. And he's playing the bad guy just to protect her. And he thought that he had that under control, but because MC has been sticking her nose into things all because Caleb was blown up, her going to the N109 zone, getting involved with Silas, and even getting involved in Chancia City with Zane and finding those crystal people, which are from Ever, as we learn later on. It all just brings her more into the spotlight, more into secret missions, and more into the purview of Ever. And that's what Caleb was trying to avoid by letting them use him. It is. That's what the Farsplate fleet is. They are supposed to be the first line of defense of anything that comes out of deep space, and they also do top secret missions into deep space to find out what it is, where the Wanderers come from, and why all these weird things are happening in the first place. So, Caleb thought, I've got it pretty well protected, but then Viper showed up, and he's like, oh, well, my plans are screwed. And I think that's part of why he has this such intense reaction, because he knows how bad Ever is. We see in the world underneath that he was experimented on over 1,000 times by Ever in his entire lifetime. Even after he got his prosthetic arm, they tried so hard to wipe his mind, and they were so interested on how he could avoid them and evade them that he let himself be subjected to those experiments. He lets them use him. He lets him use him because he wants her to be safe. He is using himself as a meat shield. And that's why he has that such intense reaction of, I just want to keep you in a world that's all ourself. I just want to run away with you because it feels like there's no point in me being here now because I know about you now. So I don't need to stay here anymore and be your shield. I can just take you away and live somewhere else because he is so terrified of what they'll do to her. I mean, there were experiments forever when they were kids, and they would kill her over and over again. And he had to watch that, so he doesn't want that to happen to her again. Be used for corporate greed and find the reason to find out how humans can be mortal. Anyways, that is my rant done. Sorry. It was all just a dream. I sigh, rubbing my pounding temples. I feel drained, my body heavy. Last night I was supposed to act like I was sleeping, but somehow I got dizzy and actually slept. Yeah. I mean, Caleb was told from a young age that he is the perfect weapon to destroy her, that they are meant to destroy each other. And that's really explored more in his myth, is that they are destined to destroy each other in the end. And that's part of why his birthday is in June, why he's Gemini, because Gemini is sort of twin thing where they are two halves of the same whole. Always rotating around each other, always a part of each other, not necessarily in a blood-related way, but they definitely did have that familiar relationship and later a romantic one. They're always rotating around each other in their relationship, but as well as their powers. And that's why I'm so excited to do his limited myth, because that was such a cool. Last night I was supposed to act like I was sleeping, but somehow I got dizzy and actually slept. It is really sad. Their storyline is just heartbreaking. That's why I hope they have some sort of happy ending. Random thoughts race through my mind and I grab my phone. The screen shows I had many missed calls. All of them are from Zane.
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Then I'll bring Kevy to you at that time. Yo. Oh no, Kevy! I dial his number, but the call never connects. I put on my slippers and rush to the door while texting Zane. As I open the door, a barrage of loud news alerts burst forth as morning sunlight casts a gentle glow on the floor. I change and run into the living room, only to smack right into a solid chest. It's a good way to wake up.
You're awake.
Caleb's emerged from the bathroom. Steam is still coming off his body. Excuse me, Enfold. Where is his towel outfit? I guess they couldn't give us him in his towel outfit right away. They had to wait. I hold my phone and step back, meeting his surprised gaze. I feel my heart pounding in my chest. When did you get back?
Around the crack of dawn.
Casually dries his hair with a towel and walks to the dining table. He grabs a piece of toast.
Why are you in a rush to leave?
I come to my senses, scrambling for a decent excuse. Oh, something came up. I won't be back in time for lunch.
You need a ride?
But how can you see steam rising off his body if he's fully clothed? I guess they didn't want to give us too much in the main story right away. Because I gotta be... No, I'll be back before the sun sets. I freeze, staring somewhat incredulously at the screen in the middle of the living room. That missing kid has been found?
Yep.
He takes a bite of his toast as he approaches me. He places one hand on the back of the couch, his eyes looking over.
During last night's operation, they found him in a small garden, not far from the blockade. Oh, and he was holding a fragment of what appeared to be an ether core. He's okay, and the fleet's currently holding onto that shard. If you're really worried, I'll keep a closer eye on his medical updates for you.
I see. Technically speaking, I should have felt relieved that Caleb found him. But there's this weird tension in the air, still weighing down on my heart like a dark cloud. Once Kevy's condition stabilizes, they should allow visitors, right? Want to see him.
Sure thing, Pipsqueak. But why the long face?
Caleb used to be against me getting involved in anything related to the explosion, yet he's suddenly cool with it. If this whole thing really was just an accident, a series of coincidences, then I should feel okay about it. I'm worried about him. The question I still want to ask remains in my mouth. I take a deep breath to calm myself and notice the faint scent of something metallic. Almost drowned out by the fragrance of his shower gel, it reminds me of blood. I grab his hand. Did you get into a fight during last night's cleanup? Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm A-okay.
Uh-huh. Lies. Lies and deceit. I thoroughly check his hands to ensure there are no injuries.
Really, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
All of a sudden, a cold hand touches my forehead.
looks like your fever's gone.
I had a fever?
Yeah. As soon as I got back, I heard you calling out to me in your sleep. So I figured I'd make sure you were doing okay. Was it a nightmare or something?
Yeah. It's nothing. Maybe it's because I've been pushing myself too hard lately. Or maybe it was the nightmare from this morning. Either way, I feel anxious. I glance at Caleb, who's grabbing a jacket. He nudges my shoulder to direct me somewhere else.
Why don't you wash up first? I didn't get a chance to take you somewhere yesterday. Do you want to go out today?
I hesitate, and before I can nod, his phone vibrates.
It's me. What happened?
Ugh. I want more serious, Caleb. Please let the new promise have this.
What's going on?
A voice on the other end of the call wipes a smile off Caleb's face. His brows furrow.
All right.
He almost looks, when he does that serious expression, his face almost looks like he's dissociating a little bit. I don't know what it is. What's wrong?
Mia passed away.
And I don't understand this. I don't understand how she could have passed away. I know, right? That's a big thing. And I'm so excited that we actually get to see him in that outfit. I have that outfit bought, but to see him in a card in it? That's gonna be fun. This is what I really don't understand. I don't know if Mia was just so stressed about her brother being missing. And nobody told her or ever took care of her. I don't remember if it's actually explicitly said. But yeah, the professor is a very bad man. And I do think that it's possible that he kind of just eliminated all other aspects around Kevy to get him and just him. Yeah, I don't remember. I've only watched this once, and I only remember the bigger parts, which is why I'm going through it again. It's very suspicious. In that moment, silence extends and wraps around my ears. Ah, okay. Thank you, Boston. Sunlight hits the ground, but its chill creeps up like vines and steals my breath. So sad. But no, this poor little baby murdered like that. Funeral. Guys, give me just 1 second. Right back. Alright. I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, the name of this chapter is just depressing. Funeral. According to the documents I read, Mia went into septic shock because of her burns. They couldn't save her. Zane examined Mia's emergency records, which perfectly matched the fleet's public statement. The medical records are too thorough. It's almost as if they're hiding something. Besides, no one actually witnessed Mia's death. After the academic conference ended, Zane retrieved a classified file and departed with the medical team. He took these mysteries with him. And once he confirmed my safety, he didn't ask any more questions. As for Kevy, whoever went to such lengths to find him clearly wants him alive. For now, at least. Don't be too hard on yourself. But the story doesn't end there. The remains of the siblings' parents were found aboard the small vessel Joseph had taken, which further proves his involvement. The Far Space Fleet stepped in to address public concerns and quickly arranged an adoptive family for Kevy. Family, quote-unquote. Everything progressed at an unnaturally rapid pace. Their flawless response was too perfect. Like watching a chess game where every move had been planned in advance.
The explosion incident a result of the fleet's negligence.
Has the fleet taken any steps to reflect on its actions? With a full-scale lockdown fast approaching, are there any new protocols in place?
Beyond the barricade tape, reporters and photographers with cameras of all sizes gather together. Yet it's eerily calm in front of Mia's grave. When the funeral ends, the crowd disperses. Kevy stands alone by the tombstone, fiddling with a black armband that continues to slide down. His face is smooth and boyish. There are neither crystals nor grief. Kevy, are you okay?
Miss?
He looks up at me, studying my expression before revealing a smile.
Yeah, the professor has been very nice. I'm moving to a new place soon.
Professor? Is he the one who adopted Kevy? I'm sorry. I planned to show up that night, but if I had found you sooner...
It's okay. The fleet found me in the end.
He speaks before I can continue, his expression almost devoid of emotion. He's composed. But I thought you said you didn't want to go with the fleet. Something's still off. Kevy managed to avoid being detected even when they did thorough searches. The fleet didn't find him right until...
Don't worry, miss. I'll be okay in my new home. I'll miss my sister.
He speaks as if he's stating a fact. And why would this person be sad about something that had already become a fact? It's as if I'm the one who's not quite ready to face reality yet. I push the sadness bubbling inside me and give him Lucia, who's been... Here's the plushie Mia left behind. It should stay with its owner. Kevy frowns. He glances at the photo on the tombstone. surrounded by flowers and toys as if trying to figure out who the person is. I know, it is so sad what they did to this poor baby. He looks like he's maybe in between 8 and 10. So that means they put a chip into a little boy, wiped him clean, and made him become an emotionless robot, an android. Like how Liam is later on, but to a little baby. Surrounded by flowers and toys, as if trying to figure out who the person is.
I don't like toys. But because it's from you, I'll take it.
The confusion in his eyes only lasts a moment. When he looks up again, he has that serene smile on his face. Like a brainwash. It's horrible. This poor baby. And yet you don't see the professor having a chip inside him. At least to my knowledge. Just kind of hypocritical. Brainwashed little babies. After Kevy heads off with his new family, I stay where I am, and then I hear a familiar voice behind me. Oh. Caleb tips his hat and sets down a fresh bouquet by Mia's grave.
I'm sorry. Some fleet business got in the way.
It's okay. As your adjutant, it's normal for me to represent you when needed. I know, it is cult meter mindset where they say, oh, you can't do this, but I can. It's okay for me to do it, not you. It's all just a way to control. For a long time, we stand there, silently observing the bright smile on the tombstone.
How's Kevy doing?
He's doing almost too great to be true.
Maybe the kid's just putting up a front. So, he hasn't really come to terms with his family and sister being gone from this world.
That can't be right. The doubt echoing in my mind almost escapes my lips. I slowly close my eyes and calm down. In less than 2 days, Kevy's condition completely changed from what I saw that night. This must be the fleet's doing. It seems an unseen force pushed for the rapid completion of Mia's funeral and Kevy's adoption. Does this mean Caleb knows what's really going on? Many adults struggle with tragedies such as these. Yeah, you did. Z did. I can only imagine what it's like for a child. Picking up on what I'm saying, Caleb gives my shoulder a comforting squeeze. He looks like he wants to say more, but he just lowers his head. There's a bit of sadness in his eyes. Yeah, because you want to avoid the topic, want to explain what's really going on.
Don't be too disheartened.
Okay. Ever since the explosion, everything has been wrapped up too well. Wind pushes off one of the toys near the tombstone. It rolls and stops at my feet. Caleb bends down to pick it up. He dusts it off and his insignia gleams silver. I play with the hem of my shirt and hold back the questions itching to escape my mouth. I've known Caleb for a long time. I shouldn't doubt him without any evidence. I mean, there's too many coincidences for you to just kind of ignore it. You gotta ask something. Even if he avoids it, you gotta at least try.
Let's go. We can relax somewhere else.
Colonel?
Yeah, Nakia, that's just sad. Just pop them up on so much medication that they're just kind of robots. Communication device on Caleb's wrist vibrates. Grimaces.
What is it?
There's a large group of reporters outside. They're making a scene.
I'll see what's going on.
Yes, Colonel.
Go ahead. I want to spend some more time with Mia.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Caleb, just as he's about to leave, I stop him. I want to ask something. I look into that familiar gaze, letting go of the hem I've been clutching. I smile at him. No matter what happens, I can always trust you, right?
Of course.
And in his mind, he's adding the caveat. You can always trust me to keep you safe. He moves his arm, seemingly to ruffle my hair, yet he stops and instead pats my shoulder. He doesn't want the dirt on his hand to get in my hair. Sorry. Just had to cough a little bit. He moves his arm, seemingly to ruffle my hair. Yet he stops and instead pats my shoulder. He doesn't want the dirt on his hand to get in my hair.
Wait for me.
As more people leave, the cemetery quiets down. Go for a stroll, walking along a gravel path. I'm closer to the exit. But the questions I couldn't bring myself to ask keep flooding my mind. If the Farspace fleet were the ones who caused the explosion, what could their motive be? How much does Caleb actually know? Is there some untold story to how he became part of the Farspace fleet? Yeah. Is it related to the ether core fragment? Is that why the fleet was so desperate to get their hands on Kevy? But if it was just about the ether core fragment, they wouldn't have rescued him unless...
Unless the kid has something more valuable.
Cool breeze interrupts my thoughts. I turn around and see a dark figure behind. He leans against the tombstone, his tongue darting in and out like a snake. Cracks and blotches decorate his face. Jump scare time.
In this world, a lot of people want an ether core, but only a select few can handle its power without being devoured.
I forgot that's why they wanted Kevy. That's he can ether.
And finding individuals like that is incredibly rare.
It's you again.
You're not even pretending to be surprised.
Well, if you tried to kill me before, I mean, I'm not surprised to find following me again. Why are you here?
To kill you, obviously.
How lame. Erica. You'll have to show me your best Viper impression on our next call. I'd love to hear it. Ignoring his bluff, I pull back my gun. Who are you? Are you one of Ever's assassins, or just someone who's interested in the ether core?
You managed to avoid the correct answer.
Come on, Erica, you gotta show me your best Viper impression, you know? He smirks, his expression showing no signs of being amiable. Holds out his hand to me. Yeah, Viper with a Midwest accent. That would be quite interesting to hear. But I'd love to hear it.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Caleb's friend. You can call me Viper.
Whatever. Caleb's friend my butt. More like his rival. Seeing how I don't react, he shrugs and takes back his hand. Are you implying that what happened to Kevy was caused by his ability?
Don't be too suspicious. Though, seeing you be manipulated like this is annoying. I'm here to lend a hand. Don't you want to know what the Fleet and Caleb are really up to?
What makes you think I'll believe you? When I express my doubt, he's caught off guard.
Fair point.
While we're talking, the faint hum of a car drifts from the cemetery and extends over the wall. I look in its direction. The rear window slowly goes down. Heavy waves at me. Iron fence between it. I can't discern who the person next to him is. It's probably his new girl.
What a lucky kid. Saved from the fate of being a normal person. It's better to dance to the tune of the strong than live a plain life.
Viper is such an interesting character. Reading more about him and the world is definitely eye-opening.
A pawn is still a pawn, but they have a chance to survive to the end of a large chess game.
What have you done to him?
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
A hint of mockery flickers in those gray eyes that are fixed on me.
Don't you care about him? Go and see for yourself.
Without realizing it, I catch a small, shiny object that was hurtling towards me. I open my palm and see a uniquely shaped disc.
Tomorrow afternoon, Shell 7, 93rd Azure Way Road. See you later.
That figure sways with the wind before instantly vanishing like mist. Okay. How many do we have left? 7. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all this tonight. I forget. Which one it is. Shell 7, 93rd Azure Way Road. Yeah, Viper does not like that he was so rough with him and beat him to a pulp the other night, so he's just petty. So petty. Beautiful and secluded villa sits in a white vale. Possible to tell whether the building is surrounded by mist or clouds. The signal jammer Viper gave me allows me to silently scale the black wall, enter the cul. Trees' shadows cast diagonal lines across the grass and meticulously trimmed shrubs. The wrought iron fence enclosing the entire space resembles a carefully crafted. What exactly does Viper want me to see? Walking around a tree's shadow, I notice a familiar figure standing in the center of the garden.
Miss, you're visiting me.
He smiles, seemingly unperturbed by my sudden appearance. It's nice to see you again, Kevy. I respond with a grin that holds an amount of warmth to his smile. Is this your new home? Is everything okay?
The professor said I'd finish my coursework here. He thinks I'm talented, but I still have much to learn.
As I move closer, I find that Kevy is holding a brightly colored bird in his hand.
I found it in the garden.
He pinches its talon and watches a small bird struggle.
If I break its wings, it can stay here forever. It will die very quickly, though. The professor said if we damage the bird's neuromuscular system, it won't be able to fly, but it will believe it can.
Man, this is just sad. Turning a kid into this sort of person, but also a mirror of what Caleb is and what he could become if he gives in to this side of him. It's such a messed up thing to do. The words were failing me there.
Slowly, it'll get used to its life on the ground. The bird will then forget that it's supposed to fly.
The bone-chilling voice tinged with childlike innocence sends a shiver down my spine. Heavy, who is the professor? What's he like?
I can't tell you. You're not my family.
Family, huh? Do you remember Mia? After the fleet found you, did something happen? Can you tell me?
My sister? She's dead. The professor said it's wrong to be sad. I shouldn't be sad. I'll have a lot of brothers and sisters, and I'll be strong. I've always believed when you lose a loved one, you're supposed to be sad. But miss, I don't feel that way at all. Should I be sad?
Heavy's fingers inadvertently relax, and the bird uses this opportunity to flap its wings and soar into the sky. He lowers his head, tears falling onto his hand. A confused expression appears on his touch his shoulder, ready to speak comforting words, but a faint mechanical noise catches my attention.
System error. Attempting a second reboot. The primary personality is attacking the control program.
And that is messed up too. Because they're treating them like computers that need to be programmed and reprogrammed. Reboot and programs and whatnot. Treating people like they're computers. My gaze flickers to a thin metal bracelet on Kevy's wrist, and it's a faint blue.
No! It shouldn't be like this!
Kevy, are you okay? Can you hear me? No matter how many times I call his name, Kevy doesn't respond. Stand still.
I shouldn't be... I shouldn't forget.
Sentences are fragmented. It's as if some program is taking over his mind.
The chip. Rereading. Inputting memory.
In the blink of an eye, his gaze focuses on me again. Before he can wipe away his tears, he smiles at me and slowly shakes off my hand on his shoulder.
Miss, you're visiting me. That's good.
Just totally wiped his memory of the whole interaction.
It's time for you to go. The professor will be here soon.
My chest tightens all of a sudden. Is this what Viper wanted me to witness? Did he want me to see Kevy being manipulated to a his memories are being rewritten? Could the fleet be behind this? Or maybe... Someone's coming. As the sound of footsteps draws closer, I jump over the wall and hide in the bushes.
Did something happen, Kevy?
It's nothing. The bird just flew away.
Composed, slightly exhausted voice speaks again.
I see you're struggling to restrain the fragmented consciousness that isn't yours.
What a horrible thing to say! Oh yeah, who you were before is not you at all.
Those memories, emotions, and feelings don't belong to you. Don't let them consume you.
The degree. It's on site with Mr. Professor. All of a sudden, the air goes still, then...
Was that girl, Mia, also part of your plan?
I wonder who this could be. My heart races all of a sudden. From just beyond the wall, I hear Caleb's voice.
She didn't show any signs of transformation. So why?
You're overthinking it.
Ah, this part. I remember.
For normal people like her, we don't need to get too attached. Letting your emotions run wild and blaming yourself for every little mistake, it will only hold you back.
Caleb is here? Feels like I've been splashed with cold water. A chill runs down my spine as I try to stay hard to stay calm.
How is everything going on your end?
We'll soon be done with cleanup. As for the salvaging process, we'll pick up the pace.
The plan will be starting again. You must ensure she doesn't interfere with it. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep this a secret for much longer.
Yeah. More like... Stop holding it over your head. It won't be me manipulating you, just everybody.
She won't.
Stepping outside the gate to the garden, Caleb senses something. He stops in his tracks and turns around. All the windows lining the corridor reflect the reddish sunset as they come at a single...
What's the matter?
It's nothing.
The fleeting figure appears to be a trick of the light. He averts his gaze, observing the layers of fog which cover the outer wall.
If that day truly comes, and she discovers everything, I'll keep her hidden. She'll be in a place where no one can find her.
Despite my extended leave status, my urgent message doesn't raise any eyebrows among my colleague in special operations. After requesting support regarding Kevy's condition, I also informed Captain Jenna of my decision that the station as far as speed. In response, she repeatedly emphasizes Skyhaven's complex situation and would rather miss an opportunity to allow me to ski reaction. I promised multiple times not to act rashly. Soon enough, Andrew's search yielded preliminary results. Unsurprisingly, looking up Farspace fleet and mind control chips gave no results. Of course, I understand. As I end the call, the clamor of traffic fills my ears. Above me, interwoven orbital tracks gleam streams of stars. Bustling scenery around me is surreal. The moment I stop focusing on work, all the thoughts I've been pushing down start to rise up. Caleb wasn't just aware of the Farspace fleet's actions, he also might have been involved in the scheme. His consistently vague whereabouts and hiding by. And what happened to the siblings was definitely not an accident, as the professor claimed. One thing's for certain, even if Mia's death was an accident, the fleet deliberately took Kevy. The fleet must be using some kind of chip to control Kevy and Joseph. They probably have goals that extend beyond obtaining ether. Lower my gaze and notice a metallic glint. The necklace I had gifted Caleb still adorns my neck. Amidst the chaos these past few days, I forgot to return it. And in my coat's hidden pocket is a new stealth monitoring chip I brought from Special Operation, just in case. Forgive me, Caleb. And that's my headcanon, that she never really takes that tracker off him, never mentions it, and she just leaves a tracker on him all the time. After a few minutes, I finally pull out my phone and dial Caleb's number. Hey.
What's up?
Nothing really. I just wanted to tell you my extended leave from the association is ending. I'll be heading back to Lincoln soon.
Has the date already been set?
No, I've been in Skyhaven for a couple of days and got caught up in all sorts of... I haven't had the chance to properly spend time with you. When you'll be free. Is right now good?
Sure. I'm ready when you are. Do you have a place in mind?
I look up. A nearby tower of the Aerospace Center looms over me. Its spire piercing the sky. Light gently shines over. It used to be Caleb's stomping ground back when he worked at the Space Aviation Administration. The serene scene changes as holographic advertisements dance among the clouds. Head over to Sunset Promenade on the Aerospace Center's outer rig to witness a Type Law supernova thousands of light years. Heard there's a supernova today. It's not every day we get to see that, right? Check it out. Meet me at the Sunset Promenade. See if we can try to get through 2 more. Know if we can get to the end of it. See. If this is calling to his limited myth, XO2, that is so cool. A lot of the other boys have callbacks to their limited myths in the story. So having this be Caleb's callback is really cool. If it is true. Stepping off the shuttle's platform, I see the scenery of the main island. As night descends, the ring-shaped net encircling the tower glows like a... Amidst the flowing lights of neon signs and holograms, people eagerly discuss the upcoming supernova.
What will happen to the big star, Mom?
Maybe they'll... I'm not sure. I'm sorry, honey.
A memory that lay dormant for so long awakens and envelops my thoughts. Caleb, you have another project?
My science teacher wants us to build models. Everyone's either doing the solar system or a black hole. It's boring. Do you remember the supergiant Gran showed us? The one that's 2,300 light years away? Its supernova will be the one our generation has the best chance of witnessing.
Oh, thank you,
firsthand.
Tina.
I want to see it.
Appreciate that. Been wanting to do a replay of this, so it's been really fun to do it with. Oh, I remember. Didn't she also use it as an example? Said that no matter what difficulties we face in the future, you should protect me. It's like how a ring system protects its planet.
Gran never said that, though. Are you just remembering what you want to hear again?
But she did say it.
Actually, Gran said that powerful stars are destroyed by forces from within. Meanwhile, fragile humans need to endure outside forces. We don't need to face the future alone, though. It's like how planets and their ring systems are born together. They'll also fade away together.
Oh, Caleb! Many metaphors. I basically said that. Anyway, you have to help me finish this week's extra reading assignments. Come to my senses. This place is crowded and everyone is trying to find the best spot on the Sunset Promenade. Someone steps on my foot. As I try to step to the side, I lose my balance and stumble into an unexpected embrace.
Sorry for the wait.
A hand grabs my wrists. I look up and see Caleb's slightly amused expression. Caleb.
In Skyhaven, you can catch a glimpse of cosmic wonders every now and then. Though this is the first time I get to see a supernova. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, you're making multiple accounts, Tina? That takes a lot of dedication to do that. It's a lot of work just keeping up my one account. Well, I applaud you for that. Why is he acting like nothing happened? Why is it always so difficult to understand what he's thinking? Caleb grins and leans in.
Where'd you go today?
Just
This
walked
place is
around.
packed. Hold on tight. Don't get lost, Pipsqueak.
It is tough. I'm not a little girl. Caleb, slow down. He grabs my hand and walks quickly. His grip is firm. It reminds me of when we were in school. He always held my hand like this back then. For a moment, I'm stunned. I start to question if the voice I heard this afternoon is really his. How could Caleb change? No, he hasn't changed at all. If anything's different, it should not be him. As I watch him walk, a bizarre idea pops into my head for no reason. Is there something inside Caleb that's controlling? Is it changing? I think it controls him, but I think it
over here
exacerbates everything. Come on. On the edge of the viewing platform, Caleb discreetly moves to stand behind me. He acts like a shield from the bustling crowd. Below the glass floor, clouds ripple like waves while a hologram appears to start the countdown. We can see Skyhaven's University clock tower from here. I know Caleb calls you Pipsqueak, but like I was saying earlier in the stream, in his limited cards, after you officially get into a relationship with him, he doesn't call you Pipsqueak anymore, which is interesting. That is something to note. We can see Skyhaven's University's clock tower from here. And look at all those fighter jets over there. Is that the aerodrome for the Aerospace Academy?
Yep. With exams on the horizon, I bet a bunch of my juniors are preparing themselves for some serious cramming.
Last time I visited Skyhaven University was for your graduation. Time flies.
It sure does.
You regret it? Caleb leans on the railing, turns to me and smiles.
Regret what?
Being admitted into Aerospace Academy and becoming those 1 in 10,000 deep space fighter pilots. What would you give him a nickel sandwich for? For calling you Pipsqueak? I hesitate, unable to find the right words. An entirely different path now. It wasn't one you chose in the beginning.
Stuff changes all the time. It's fine.
You don't have to be so dismissive about it. It's a big thing.
What about you? When you were a kid, you nagged me about using my evol to hold you up high. You even insisted I launch you into space.
Bye, Erica. Thank you. I'm gonna be ending soon, too. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'd punch him, Tina, for calling me Pipsqueak, but I definitely don't enjoy it. Although, learning the real meaning of why he calls us that is really sweet, even though I'm not a big fan of the nickname. The origin of it is very cute.
Do you still dream about exploring the universe?
That's just nonsense kids say. Caleb raises his head. There's a fleeting sadness on his face. I almost wonder if I had imagined it.
Back at the shelter, I remember you said your home was beyond the stars.
Oh.
But we couldn't even get past the walls and barbed wire.
I see, Tina. So you're the type of person who enjoys being called kitten, huh? Yeah, the teachers always said the outside world is dangerous. Too little to go. So, cooped up in one place for so long. The outside world can be more. Yeah, that is an interesting choice, Boston. It is cute for them. But I do find it interesting that once they're in a romantic relationship, he doesn't call that her. Squeak. So I guess that was kind of his way of distancing himself and putting himself more in that gay role, you know? 1 second. It was his, anyways, I'm back. I think it was his kind of like way of distancing himself from her, because if you notice, he does it in moments where he's getting too heated, or he kind of tries to distance himself from the conversation. Kind of like a way of reminding himself of who he's supposed to be to you. So you don't like any nicknames, Tina? You don't like pet names? Though when you're cooped up in one place for so long, the outside world can be more appealing than ever. Yet all we could do is hang out on the rooftop and count the fighter jets flying past us. I once asked you about why they would crash and if the old railroad by the shelter led to the sea.
The fighter jets crashed because they got attacked by wanderers. As for that railroad, at the end of it is a patch of weeds.
Such a killjoy.
We'll figure out everything about this world, one step at a time.
Really? I'm starting to think some people's hearts are more mysterious than the world itself. Ooh, ouch. Like you, for example. You're a walking vault of secrets right now. Gotta agree with MC right now, Caleb. I love you, honey, but gotta get better at communication. Oh, sweetheart is cute. Babe, I'm about. I can't tell if my thoughts are written all over my face to the point where he can see everything. I have Caleb's nickname for me set as Baby because when you set his nickname for you as Baby, the line he says, it's really good. Yeah, I don't call my husband anything but pet names unless it's something serious. Can't tell if my thoughts are written all over my face to the point where he can see everything. I look into his eyes and hope to receive an acceptable response.
Well, Pipsqueak, since you're interested in
See,
secrets,
he's doing it to distance himself.
there's one thing.
To avoid. Which is... The noisy crowd suddenly falls silent, and dazzling lights fade into the night. The hologram's light continues to glow like water. Only the countdown remains. He grins at me. His voice is serene as a passing flock of birds.
It's starting.
The people around us look toward the sky, but his gaze remains fixed in me. I almost lose myself in his eyes. After a moment, I find my voice and flash him a smile. All right, close your eyes. I have a surprise for you. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Cutie. I pull out the necklace from my pocket and put it around his neck.
Who gives the same gift twice?
Yeah, I love Silas and Zane too. They're the three boys that I'm actually romantically interested in. Raph and Xavier are more in the best friend hangout buddy category for me. And I do love their characters. Okay, but who lost his precious gift from others? If it disappears again, there won't be a next time.
All right. I promise I won't lose it again.
Better not. Suddenly, a distinct ringing fills the sky. An arc, its origin unknown, appears in the night sky. We can't help but raise our heads. We gaze at the flames erupting from thousands of light years away. Although it dazzles from the farthest reaches of the universe, a single star has fallen apart. Spanning time and space, a foreboding sign emerges and enters our vision. To read at lightning speed. Electromagnetic radiation from the supernova will persist for some time. To protect Skyhaven, a floating city powered by energy, aerial shields have been activated. I know. I love that little scene. And did you see how fast Caleb put our room together? This used to be his room. We've only been here a few days, and he's already gotten us all this stuff, built us a new vanity, changed out the light fixtures, got us new little nightstands, all these cute little pillows and plush stuff. He did all that in a few days. So nice of him. After we witness this brief brilliance, night descends onto the cityscape once more. Tonight, Caleb will go out again. According to him, Skyhaven's lockdown will be over soon, along with the cleanup. I say goodnight to him in advance, then I enter my bedroom, draw the curtains, and force myself to close my eyes as I rest on the bed. I know, his room was just Spartan before then. And then she comes and he's suddenly getting all of these cool plushies and pillows and new furniture, cute little robot, getting her all these things. I bet you her room is the most decorated and nice in the house. In these dark hours of the night, I eventually hear the door being pushed open. The faint sound of footsteps draws closer. I know. If only. My husband is very considerate and gets me a lot of things without me asking. But Caleb goes above and beyond. Realizing it's Caleb, I keep my breathing steady. As I pretend to be asleep, a gentle touch lands on my forehead. It's gone. Why did Caleb... My mind is in turmoil. I press my hand against my chest, trying to stop my heart from pounding to slowly get up. I look out the window and see the night scenery. Taking a deep breath, I activate the tracking feature on my hunter's watch. Target is being tracked. Seems Caleb hasn't discovered the tracker embedded in the notes. With all these complex leads, only Caleb can unravel these mysteries as he's burdened with countless secrets. When I try to leave, I notice the door doesn't budge. Did Caleb intentionally lock me in the house? Ooh, Caleb, I'd have some words for you. I raise my gun and aim at the lock. Without a second thought, I pull the trigger. Perfect response. That is amazing. No hesitation. Just shoots the lock off. Okay. Well, we still have 5 more And it's getting late for me, so... Because I've been streaming 2.5 hours now. So I guess we will finish up the rest of the main story and then hopefully do Endless Summer the next time we stream. That was really fun. I'll have to come back. Oh, what did I get? Nothing. Alright, well, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to end the stream here for me. Oh, you think so? You think so, Susie? I mean, I think he just kind of likes the idea of her tracking him. If that is true, but he does act a little
Wanna have
confused.
a contest to see who can stay up later? Why don't we see who can fall asleep faster instead?
Shh, Caleb, I'm talking. Shh. Talking. Goodness, so loud. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I'll shut down the stream. And the next one probably be next week. Try to finish the rest of the main story and then move on to Endless Summer. And do the rest of his cards in as best of chronological order I can put together.
You've been deep in thought for a while now.
Shh, Caleb.
You still
Keep
haven't picked out the
interrupting
dream
me.
you want for tonight?
Shh. Quiet. I know. I love the mutual crazy that comes about between MC and Caleb. It is my favorite trope. All right, guys. I will see you later, okay? Bye. Yes, it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being here.
Even though you're lying down, your eyes are still energetic.